Hi guys, it's Kara with mysticism, and today we have a really practical video. I'm going to show you how to put a mystic twist on a haircut. Now, this is something I just recently learned about, but there are so many mystical aspects to when you cut your hair and how it corresponds with the phases of the moon. If you want it to grow strong and really long, really fast, then you want to cut it when the moon is in a waxing phase, because it's expanding. And if you want your hair to grow slowly and not grow super fast, you cut it during a waning phase. So if you have like roots and you don't want to like dye every 2 weeks, then cut it during a waning phase. And if you want it to grow really long, cut it during a waxing phase. Be mindful of the new moon and the full moon though. Depending on what programs you're running about the moon, it might either be a really good or a bad thing. For example, some people love how the energies of the full moon affect them. Others don't like it at all. So it kind of depends on what programs you're running and what you subscribe to. Now, for me personally, I am cutting off my mop. And you might be wondering why. So from a mystical perspective, I've gone through a ton of changes in my life in the last 3 months, but especially the last year. And it had a lot of like stress and damage and all this stuff, and I need to let it go. I need a fresh start. And what better way to get a fresh start to cut off your hair in a dramatic fashion. Well, it doesn't need to be dramatic, but for me, because I have long hair, I don't cut it very often. If you cut your hair every couple weeks, then it might be not as big of a deal, but it can still be a refreshing ritual whenever you cut your hair, if it's once every couple years or once every couple weeks. So that's something to keep in mind. I'll show you another mystic twist after the hair is cut and what we can do with the hair itself. Because hair stores a lot of memory, and so there's a lot of interesting things that we can do with that. So here is the before, and soon you will see the after. Hi everyone, so here is the after effect. Thank you to the fabulous Lori,
Hi.
Who is a wonderful high frequency fairy and an active member on Walk With Me Now and part of our shaman chat community. So we're so grateful for everything she's done and for transforming my hair into a whole new experience. So here we go. So thank you so much, Lori.
Thank you.
And so this is my hair. Is my hair. What to do with it from a mystical level? Well, what you can do, it depends what your motivation is. For me, this represents a lot of old stuff from my life that I want to get rid of. Low frequency stuff that no longer serves me. So there's 2 things I could do. One, I could burn it. I think we all know how terrible burnt hair smells. So unless you're in a outdoor environment with a fire pit, which fortunately I do have, I otherwise would not recommend burning this much hair. But instead of burning it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to distribute it out in the forest. So on a mystical level, what is involved there is my DNA, for one, gets spread out around the forest, which is really cool, spreading my DNA. But also it's like giving back to Gaia, giving back to the land and contributing, because so often we take and take and take and we don't always give back to the environment in a way to help complete that circuit of energy exchange. So what will happen is in the forest, this will be retaken by the trees. Birds can use it for their nests. There's a lot that can be done with it, even just by the animals and the life that is in the forest. So that's really exciting. If you are going to donate hair, especially if you have like this much hair, just be mindful that can have an energetic influence on you, or you can energetically influence other people because of those memories that are stored in the hair. pretty much everything that ever happened to you in your life is stored at a DNA level in these hairs in an energetic way. So, you know, if you went through a really bad time, you might be giving that energy in some way to someone else if they're like using it as part of a wig or something. Now, it could be the opposite. Like if you had a fabulous relationship and your life is wonderful and you love growing your hair out and donating it, then that would have a very different energy signature behind it than like what I just did, wanting to chop it off and get rid of it to cleanse and release. So probably not best to give that away to other people as a result. So for more mystic twists, check out my website, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.